It's Friday! Y'all, I hope you guys had a great week. This week has been extremely busy, but guess what? Your girl has been pumping out videos non-stop. Okay, I may have fabricated a little bit. I did not post on Monday on Tuesday, but I had good reason for that. I already explained to y'all, but this was a great week and I pray that you guys had an amazing week as well. Today, we're gonna be talking about what the costs of homeownership is outside of your monthly mortgage payments. We're gonna be talking about repairs. I know I've made videos about it before, but I think it needs to sink in for a lot of people. A lot of people need to really understand that homeownership is not for everyone, at least not yet, right? Some people may need to take some time to prepare for homeownership before they enter into the housing market. Just because you can afford to buy it doesn't mean you can afford to keep it. So we're gonna be touching on that today. I'm gonna be reacting to Simply Simone's video, my fellow lock sister. And yeah, let's get to it.
What did I do?
You can't stop it?
Oh my God.
Unplug it or?
Please don't be full. Please don't be full. It's full. It's full.
Unplug it, my love.
You see? I don't know how to turn it out. I turned the blue one. The red one will turn. It will turn. The alarm, the flood, the water.
That's actually horrible.
Look, that's going off. Look at my ceiling.
Oh.
Look at my ceiling. Look at the floor. It's dripping. Look at it. Look at it. Ah! Bro, my basement.
It's okay, my love. Just reach out to your insurance.
Look.
Which is also a scam, honestly, but
Look
my
at
goodness.
it. Look at it.
Oh, wow.
Look at it.
We looking. We see.
You know,
I don't know if I just got triggered or overstimulated because
sometimes we go through things that are, we can't control and is devastating. However, the way that we handle those situations can kind of, show us, can actually make it better or worse. So like her reaction is actually making it a lot worse. I mean, it's pretty bad. Like, it's a horrible situation to be in, but her reaction, her response to it is making it a lot worse than it really is. It needs to be. Like, she's kind of overreacting.
why was the fire alarm going off? And how did this start leaking like this? Did it just open up? Oh my gosh. I have so many questions. Today, we are going to go over a lot of things that people face as being homeowners. And as you can see in this first video here, one of those things can be water damage, your roof leaking because you have a washer that is overflooded with water. And guess what? This costs a lot of money. You see all that right there?
Like, the question is, can she sue the washing machine company? Like, what can she do? Because even if she calls insurance, it's still going to fall back on her. Her premium is going to go up. So that's going to make her monthly mortgage payments go up. If her premium goes up, her monthly mortgage payments will go up. So like, who is going to be at fault in this situation? The only thing is she's not at fault. She was just simply trying to wash her clothes. You know what I mean? So like, who's going to be at fault in this situation?
That is water damage that can lead to mold, which can lead to a whole bunch of other issues.
It can lead to mold. It can lead to rot. It can lead to just a host of things that water damage is water
issues if you don't get it fixed fast enough.
Yeah.
Let's look at some of the comments because I know this is going to be an interesting. Not the Taraji face.
TikTok?
I don't know when TikTok started this whole image thing in the comments, but these comments like this have me weak. The first comment says, "Why us?" I think you meant is the fire alarm going off. And I know everybody else is asking the same question here in the comments. Hi, boo. I'm overstimulated. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll. You going to be okay? Well, at least she asked. I mean, but man. But on a serious note, can you understand how bad this would be as a homeowner to be up in your room and you see water pouring from the ceiling? All that you're going to see is dollar signs. No, Rihanna. And this comment here says, call the fire department or something. No, for real. Call somebody to do a repair on that leaking ceiling ASAP. All right, this next video says, let me de-influence you, homeowner edition. Okay, new HVAC is $40,000. New water heater, $3,000. And it broke that morning. Oh my, wow. Mice in the basement, $150, because I'm assuming she's putting down the little mice traps. It's already getting expensive and we ain't even done yet. Tree trimming, $6,000 minimum. Structural issues. Okay, I don't know. Let's not think about it, she says. Oh my, yeah, new roof.
Like, new roof and repair. It's a new house. Like, these are things that your inspector should catch. Like, did you reach out to an inspector before you bought the house? A new roof, the structural issues, what else? Even maybe not the HVAC, because sometimes, you might need to hire a technician, a HVAC technician, to go out and take a look at the HVAC to make sure it's a good one. The hot water heater, it depends on the age of the previous one, right? But things like the new roof, structural issues, chimney, I don't know. Those are
pointed chimney, $17,000. Oh my gosh. And this just kind of lets you know why the person in the first clip was freaking out how she was when that water was pouring through her ceiling. Being a homeowner can get extremely expensive, especially when you have unexpected repairs. Now, we all know that life happens at the most craziest times to any of us. But as a homeowner, it's almost like you have to be prepared at any time for anything to go down because you don't have a maintenance person that you can call. You are the maintenance man. You are the maintenance woman. If you need a new water heater.
Let me tell you something. Since being a homeowner, being a handy woman, fixing doorknobs, fixing electronic things and all these things. I mean, there's so many things that I've had to learn how to do on my own. Getting weeds out the lawn, so many things. Mounting a TV. Well, I learned how to mount a TV when I got my first apartment, but a lot of things you're going to have to be like a handyman / woman. You're going to have to learn how to put things together yourself, because otherwise you're going to be paying somebody $150 to install a Ring camera. Trust me, somebody was trying to charge me that much, which is typical, right? To install a Ring camera. But I ended up just buying a battery Ring camera and just sticking it on my wall because I don't have the time. I'm not paying nobody
for
that.
Or your AC goes out in the middle of the summer. Nobody is going to care or bat an eye if you don't get it fixed. And you have to live with all of that discomfort. Yeah. And I'm not showing you all this to deter anybody from home ownership. Really, it's so you can understand how expensive things can get. Many people become homeowners and they haven't even thought about all of these things because the euphoria of buying a home, moving in, setting it up, might have them a little blinded, to be honest. Which is why I always say, if you're going to own a home or just in general, it's always good to have an emergency fund. And stop you from worrying about where the money is going to come from in the event that you have any of these things happen to you. Let's take a look at some of her comments. One thing I wanted to point out here in her caption, it says, not pictured, the 1,000 small projects like repainting the patio.
No, I think she's just kind of repainting the patio doesn't have anything to do.
Fixing the broken hot spigot. Did I say that right? I'll allow y'all to eat me up in the comments if I didn't. Anyway, the water damage from the kids' bathroom, etc. Oh my. somebody here asked, did we skip the home
That's
inspection?
what I'm trying to understand. Like, did you just buy a house without an inspection?
If you are going to be moving into a new building.
Either she skipped the inspection or she's exaggerating and she already knew she was going to have to pay for all of these things. She's just complaining about it. I just don't understand. Like, a lot of these things could be like, I don't think you need to hire even the best of the best inspectors to be able to determine you need to replace your roof. I don't know. Or that there's maybe mice in the basement.
This should be a non-negotiable. Also, do not let the realtor or the previous homeowner give you somebody that they recommend as a home inspector.
Now, I will say this. If they're saying realtor as in the seller's realtor, yeah, I wouldn't use a seller's realtor, but your realtor is advocating for you. Your realtor should be advocating for you. So I personally, especially recently, I was talking to my client and I was like, hey, listen, do you have an inspector that you want to use? Like, I could suggest someone for you, but I don't want you to go back and say that my realtor is the one that suggested this person for me. So I'm not going to recommend you anyone unless you really want me to. However, I suggest that you find your own realtor. But if you have an agent, your agent should be advocating for you. And if you feel like your agent is not advocating for you, maybe you need to find another agent. Because if you don't trust your agent's inspector, that means you don't trust your agent, because your agent is telling you, okay, hey, these are my recommendations. Now, not saying you have to go with your agent's inspector, but like, for you to be like, I don't trust my agent's suggestion, then at that point, it's kind of like, why are you using your agent if you don't trust that your agent has your best interest?
Why? Because they're probably all in cahoots with each other. And the home inspector isn't going to tell you if something is really wrong with the house if you do that.
No, I'm not that pressed for a closing. I mean, I want my clients to close on a house. There are way too many properties on the market. And if you guys have ever watched my videos, I talk about it. There are so many properties on the market. We are at 7 months of inventory here in Georgia or here in Atlanta. There's so many properties on the market for me to be telling my client, hey, use this inspector, and the inspector completely omits things. Hey, if you find something wrong with this house, let's go find another house. There are too many houses that are not going to give you any problems. So I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Another comment says, $40,000 for a new HVAC system is definitely a ripoff, and that's coming from an HVAC technician. Ooh, tough crowd.
HVACs are typically like 10 to 15K each. So maybe installation fees as well, but 40K for a new HVAC system, that's like excessive, unless she's getting like 2. And even then, that's still too much money. So that's why I said, like, I feel like she's exaggerating. The lady is definitely either exaggerating or just already knew. I don't know.
Actually, that does seem a little expensive for HVAC. Another comment says, perfect. I was just crashing out about not being a homeowner by 30. Good looking out, bestie. Honestly, home ownership does come with a lot of perks, but I think for people to be able to make an informed decision on if that's something that they even want to sign up for, we have to be honest about the possibilities. And with anything in life, you have to take the good with the bad. And I hope that as you guys continue to watch this video, you're thinking to yourself, would I be okay with this if I had to do it? Because this comment here says it best. Why pay rent when you could buy a house? Well, Todd, I can afford rent. I cannot afford a random $40,000 bill on an average Tuesday morning.
Valid.
And honestly, I can understand that. I get it.
Do you know I had to have my septic tank maintained because I've been in the home 5 years and I'm doing all the maintenance, right? So I called a company and they said, you got a riser? Do I have what?
Riser?
Right.
You got a riser on your septic tank. Sir, I do not know what that is. I don't. What's the capacity of your tank? You're asking me?
You should know
Me,
that,
the woman who just thumbs up when they show me my dipstick at the oil change place? No, sir, I'm not the one. I said, you're going to have to come out here and tell me if I do or not. Plus, I don't know where my septic tank is. So best of luck to you in doing your job. And he came out, he dug my yard up, probably a 4x5 patch of my grass, missing my beautiful grass.
And he said, you know, every time we maintain this, we're going to have to dig it back up. I said, would a riser help that? Yes, ma'am. Can you put one in? Sure can. It's ugly as sin. I shouldn't even have to know what a septic tank riser is. I shouldn't have to know how to empty out my hot water heater. I want to be a kept woman who doesn't know anything about septic tanks. I don't think that's too big an ask, and hopefully by my late 30s, that'll happen. And in the meantime, I'm the one paying my friggin' mortgage.
Now, I know I'm not the only one that didn't know what a septic tank was, so we went ahead and looked on Rocket Mortgage so I can give you guys a better idea, because if you're about to buy a house, you want to know this stuff. And according to this Rocket Mortgage article, it says here, buying a house with a septic tank, pros and cons. And I love that it was fact-checked. Now it says here, what is a septic tank? A septic tank gathers...
Wait, hold on. It's fact-checked. Who fact-checked it? Or what? Someone just read it and said, "Oh, this is fact checked." Like, how can we prove that this is fact checked? Please, I beg. But I'm sorry, Rocket Mortgage is a big company, so I guess
wastewater, waste generated by your toilet and your bathroom, your garbage disposal, and your washing machine. And these are all collected from things in your house, and it holds it underneath the yard. Yes, y'all, it is holding the waste under the yard. And it continues to say, solids remain in the tank while liquids exit into a buried drain field. But what do you need to know if you're buying a home? First, it says you want to learn your local laws. First off, if you're looking for a house, you need to know, does the house have a septic tank? Because a lot of people have issues with their septic tank, and a lot of people don't even know if it's in the front yard, the backyard, what side of the yard it's on. And this is important. Local laws. And it is advised that you get the system.
Septic systems are built to match your home for local code. These local laws may have rules around septic tank inspection. So you should have addressed the inspection, maintenance, and replacement of the septic system. That's what the laws is referring to. Some state and local health departments require septic tank inspection before you can transfer the title. Okay, so they may also require you to put in a larger septic tank if you decide to expand and add plumbing. Interesting.
Inspected. And if you have a home with a septic tank, this is crucial information. It says here, septic tanks need to be regularly inspected and maintained to avoid problems.
Yeah, it's checked like once every 6 years or so. It's not like you have to check it every day or every month or every year. Okay, so it says every 3 years. Okay, so maybe it is 3 years. I don't know. The last person that I sold their property and they had a septic system, they cleaned it the previous year, but the year before that, it was like 6 years.
Inspectors can perform a sewer scope inspection as well as check pipes for integrity, proper ventilation, and drainage. I know what you're thinking. Simone, what are they looking for in my septic tank? Well, it says here, they will be looking for leaking or clogging and try to spot potential problems before they become bigger ones. Can you imagine if you had a leak in your septic tank and all the stuff that happens in your bathroom ends up in your yard because
let me tell you something. I didn't have a septic tank, but I definitely had a water pump leading the sewage into the city sewage, and that water pump was broken a few times. And it definitely overflowed in my crawl space. So I'm grateful that everything is fixed, but unfortunately things happen, my love. So
y'all, it has happened to people. And if it's happened to you or somebody you know, comment down below, because I know I'm not tripping. That gets real ugly.
I had my entire first floor smelling like straight up doo-doo. Okay, sorry to say this.
And it says here, these inspections should happen every 3 years, but a lot of people forego these inspections. Don't do it, y'all. The cost of home ownership is already high. Just think about it, y'all. Would you like to pay more because something like your septic tank was damaged? Because you didn't get an inspection done that could have prevented a lot of mayhem? And as we've been hearing in this video, a lot of things vary from price to price depending on what we're referring to when it comes to being a homeowner. But it says here, you need to know the specs of your system, like how the lady in the video didn't, which is perfectly fine because I wouldn't know either. But do you see what I see on the screen right now? To have your septic tank replaced, it costs $3,000 to $10,000 on average. And that's
and to clean it is about $10,000 to clean it. I mean, not 10,000. I'm sorry, like about $1,000 to clean it, 1,500 to clean it. So it's still gonna cost
on the size of the tank and where in the home it's located. And we don't want to be reactive. We want to be proactive. So that means be careful what you put in the drain. What shouldn't I put down the drain to mess up my septic tank and have to have more costs as a homeowner that I don't want to occur? Well, I'm glad you asked. It says here, hygiene products, paint, grease, oil, hair, which can be a big one for a lot of us ladies and a lot of you men out there too, dental floss, paper towels, or cat litter. Now, y'all taking it too far. Who's putting cat litter in the garbage disposal? I hope none of y'all out there are doing that. Anyway, it says all of those things can cause clogs and prevent drainage. And this article just keeps getting juicier and juicier. For all my homeowners out there or anybody that's looking to buy a home, I thought that this was very important to note. Now, know what can go wrong. According to Rocket Mortgage, things that can go wrong with your septic tank as a homeowner if you do not maintain it are leaks, ruptured and clogged pipes, and a flooded drain field can result in a big mess. For instance, if your yard floods and there isn't enough weight in the septic tank, it can cause the tank to move or float, breaking the pipe. And again, y'all, this septic tank is in your yard. I don't want none of y'all to have no issues with that because that can be extremely expensive. That can even mess with your neighbor's yard. And I don't want to see you get sued.
This is where all of my money goes. Every time a bill comes, I just hate owning a home because who needs to pay $250 for electric?
Well, this homeowner gives buying a home a 0 out of 10 recommend. Have I ever seen a $250 bill? Yeah. And comment down below, how high is your electric bill? Because
I mean, don't get me wrong, $250 is pretty high for one person. I don't know how many people are living in the house. But I don't think it has anything to do with being a homeowner. I've seen apartments with $400 electric bills and it's a 3-bedroom apartment so I don't think home ownership has anything to do with that. Maybe when she was in an apartment, she wasn't paying that much, but
some people that's normal. I don't know. We got to see what the comments say.
Ain't no comment.
So you know how they say house fires start from your dryer? Our dryer stopped working, so I'm taking it apart they said to clean it out, check the heating element. I am in utter disbelief on what is coming out of the bottom of our dryer. I'm going to show you. If you don't clean out your dryer, we never have. We've had this thing for years. We have dogs, lots of girls in the house, long hair. Look at this. Like, what? Look, there's even like burnt stuff where it was like melting right here. It was like burning. Like, was this about to catch on fire?
Y'all, do y'all see all this hair? She got me ready to go clean out mine. And I'm not even gonna lie, I ain't never cleaned it out.
Yeah,
y'all
girl.
Don't get on here acting like you've done all of this work too.
I've never cleaned
What?
it out.
And are we just gonna skip over the part that she said it caught on fire, something caught fire? This could have been a potential house fire because of hair, lint from the dryer. Is this even covered under homeowners insurance? Would they say that you're at fault? I actually don't know because this is a very unique situation here. Where are the firefighters at? Is this something common that y'all see? Because it gotta be common because a lot of people have hair and some of y'all don't even clean out the lint that's in the dryer. So I'm just asking for a friend, asking for the viewers and asking for me because this might be me. I hope not though.
It's literally burnt to a crisp.
Wow.
So if you have
That
dogs
could've
or
easily been a
girls
fire.
with long hair that lose a lot of hair, this might be your sign to literally actually take apart your dryer and look at it because, yeah, I don't know if I gotta buy a new lint trap or if this is just what happens after years of never knowing you should probably clean out your dryer.
And I want to say another thing. When you become a homeowner, there is no handbook. There is, I promise you, nobody tells you all the stuff that you should know about owning a house.
Join my community, shameless plug. Join my community. I go live twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays. And if there's anything specific that you want me to talk about, I will talk about it on our live streams. Otherwise, it's going to be in the community, in the courses. Like I have and it's a free community too. It's not paid. So yeah, there are technically handbooks. There's a handbook that I created for home buying, right? You can buy a house. There are handbooks. They're there. Okay.
You just figure it out as you go. You look up some videos online, you try to hear what other people's experiences are. And that's why I thought this video would be very important, because where's the help? Where is it at? And if you don't know many people that own houses, it's even worse. And depending on where you live, we all face different challenges as homeowners. There are people that have attics. Some people don't have an attic. Some people have basement. Y'all got different problems. Some houses got septic tank, no septic tank. Some people live in a flood zone. There's so much that you have to consider when you are looking for a house. We might have just saved some lives with this video right here. And somebody here says, never leave a dryer, dishwasher, or a bathroom vent on when you're not at home. You know what? That's a good tip. That's a good tip. The dryer could cause a fire. The dishwasher could leak. And if it leaks and you're not home, you might have water damage that could lead to mold and a lot of other issues with your flooring. And y'all got to get me up to speed on the bathroom vent. Because what do you mean? The bathroom vent? Some of y'all be blowing it up right before you leave the house. I'm just being honest, because I know. And there's a comment here that says they should make it more accessible to clean. And I agree.
That's
because
valid.
Who's trying to move all that weight?
Yeah.
I am not practicing for the strongman competition. And there's a lot of people in the comments complaining that this isn't very easy to clean and that they wish it was more accessible. And this comment right here really got me. We always hear about dryers causing house fires, which they do. But exhaust fans, like in your bathroom, are even more likely to cause a house fire. Never leave a dryer or an exhaust fan going while you're not home. Okay, y'all cleared it up for me. That's why they said if you blow it up, don't just leave the house and go do what you about to do. See, I learned something today. Y'all are the realest. And this is why I like to watch videos like this. Real life experience from other people can be so helpful. I don't want anybody to have to learn the hard way when there's so much information online.
I just got the keys to my new place and I'm going to bug bomb it and do a couple other bug measures before I officially move in. Here's the bug setup. So I got some foggers and I think I'm gonna do about 4 of them. So I brought 4 little sheets to put them on top of so that way they don't stain or spill onto the carpet or flooring. Yeah. I'm also going to be doing this white diatomaceous earth powder. I'm going to use this to squirt it in problem areas. I also have this indoor spray, insect killer thing. Obviously, I don't know if there are bugs here, but my older sister has actually lived at this complex for the past 4 years and she's never had an issue, which is also how I know how great this complex is and how well it's ran and all that. It should be fine, but honestly, I'm just going to take some extra measures just in case.
There's one apartment doesn't mean all apartments are
because it didn't have enough.
Your neighbors
how high you're supposed to do it. Ready? Boom, boom, boom. I did a little more just to be safe. I just pulled the oven out and then I'm just gonna basically squirt this all down there. I'm just gonna put some along this track. It also says cracks and crevices, so I'm kind of just doing it in the corners. Definitely here by the entrance. There we go. Just did a bunch in the sliding door track right here.
I get those.
Now I have the spray ready.
So I'm literally like an exterminator or whatever.
To get some of those.
This is so fun.
To do this. Gotta hurry up and do the other ones.
Bro, you better run.
You should have popped open all the caps.
Run for it.
1, 2, 3. Now I gotta go. Just finished. I'm going to come back in 24 hours to see if I found any bugs and clean it all up.
Now, I'm very familiar with that last process she did. Set it off and run. Now, it looks like upon further inspection, she lives in an apartment. Why am I showing you all this? It's all the same. When you move into a home, you still want to do this. You don't know what type of people were living in there, and you don't know what type of critters were living in there with them people. Better safe than sorry. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even care if it's a new build. They leave the doors and stuff like that open when they're doing new construction all the time. They're not going to be the ones in there with the spiders, the roaches, the ants, or the wasps. I'm just being honest. And it says here at the top, upon further inspection, do either DE or foggers, not both, and make sure the DE stays dry. I'm assuming that was that powder stuff. Now, I ain't never used that before, but y'all comment down below if you have. Me and those foggers, though, we got a personal relationship. This comment right here about took me out. It says, I wish I did this. First night in my place, a brown recluse, recluse crawled on my face. Do y'all know what that looks like?
Spider.
Imagine being able to build an app with.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do that for my house or any of the apartments I've ever stayed in.
That's a spider. Don't.
For my apartment, I'm very grateful. I never really had any issues. Oh, I take that back. I did do it for my first apartment, and I'm wondering why I never did it for any other place. I bought the bomb thing, and I set it off in my. I think I only did one because I had a 1-bedroom apartment, and I should have done it in my bedroom too. And I just set it off, and I never really had any issues to begin with, but I guess I just never had any issues, but I never did it again.
I got you. Y'all, this is a brown recluse. Oh my God. Like, it's making my skin crawl. I can't even look at it. Oh my. You don't want nothing like this crawling on your face. I probably would have met the Lord that day. It probably would have been it for me. No more Simone on this channel. I'm sorry. Now this next video says part 92 of figuring out the smell in my house. I'm a little scared.
I think I found the smell. We're already at 30 minutes, but I want to know what you guys think. You know, this is more so like, you know, maintenance and things like that. The only thing that really stood out was that one lady with the $40,000 HVAC replacement and the roof replacement, all this stuff. And I think she's exaggerating. She's hyping things up. Honestly, the house didn't look that bad. And it looked like if she did have those issues, she definitely avoided an inspection. But what are your thoughts? Is this something that you feel like you're prepared for? You're ready to buy a house and you know that you are ready for the maintenance. Let me tell you something. I didn't know nothing about none of this. I didn't know anything about all this maintenance. So let me know what your thoughts are, and I will, let me not just leave. I gotta tell y'all to like and subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. Hello. Yeah, make sure you like this video. If you enjoyed this, you stay to the end, you know, you like your girl, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of me. Anyway, y'all, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.